All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. A lovely day here in Colorado. Colorado Springs, to be more precise. And we'll be doing a short little hop over the mountains. It's actually some clouds are rolling in right where we want to go. I've been watching the weather here for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, sitting here getting ready. And it was much clearer a little while ago. And it's, again, the clouds are starting to move in. I was hoping we could get over the mountains before they came in fully. But, yeah, they just all of a sudden appeared. It was crisp and clear earlier this morning, and all of a sudden, boom. But that's Colorado. Wait 5 minutes and the weather changes. So we're going to be taking we have to deliver a Beechcraft Bonanza to somebody that lives in the mountains. Used to have family that lived there. And it's been in the news recently, because that's the locate. Well, I guess I better just leave that one alone. Never mind.
Hi, it's Michael, the hangar supervisor.
Well, hello, Michael.
Taking care of this very flight.
Yeah.
Today's orders are to get this Beechcraft Bonanza G36 over to Harriet Alexander Field ASAP. The owner's aircraft was in for maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back. His name's Michael Gardner, and he is waiting at the destination to pick it up. Treat this beauty like it's your own.
Well, I'm glad his name isn't Eric Coomer. All right, so let's turn on our strobe, our beacon, and our nav. I don't know if we're going to need pitot heat or prop ice. Maybe when we get closer to the mountain.
Kilo Foxtrot Lima, Yankee traffic in Delta Zulu Uniform Tree Niner is taxiing to runway Tree.
Is this one doing it too? So yesterday we were having, well, we've been having lots of problems the last few days, but one of the ones that keeps popping up is every time I press the quick respond key, it keeps kicking in a throttle change. That one right there. So this one keeps showing up and it doesn't want to go away. Every time I seem to start the sim, this one's back. Okay. So this is live weather, yeah. And very lovely day outside. This is an alternate field for usually a small, I can't think of the term this morning. Ultralights. See, there's the airport over there and up the hill, the actual runways. But this is an auxiliary field that they use. Coming up later at noon today is the Microsoft Community Fly-In. It's going to be in Brazil, in Guyana. And wasn't that where Reverend Jim Jones was at? Not a place I think I'd want to visit. We're gonna have to give it some beans to get up the hill. The last couple of days have been very, very, very frustrating. And I apologize for being a downer. You know, and I don't like getting too depressed about the state of the simulator, but when you continually are having bugs pop up that are just knocking the heck out of your reputation, and you work so hard to get your reputation up, and then all of a sudden things that are out of your control just take it all away. And somebody on the forums was posting about that, and they're like, man, you know, it's your penalties are really harsh and demoralizing. And where the heck they want us to go? A little short down there. I think they want us to cross the taxiway, though. Go back that way. And they shut the thread down. Somebody may have used AI to help them construct their post, which I don't see a problem with that. And somebody said, stop spamming the forum with your AI posts. And I thought it was well written. And, you know. And somebody said, look, if you're upset with the simulator, then you need to go outside and get a breath of fresh air. And I've seen it. I see it both ways, you know. Again, ultimately this doesn't mean anything. Shouldn't get too upset about it. But at the same time, if you're working really hard over a couple of weeks to build your reputation up, and then the thing is crashing on you, when you spawn in, it's crashing. Those are the worst. Absolutely nothing you can do about it. As soon as you spawn into your activity, you get a crashed message and failure, and it kicks you back out to the main menu, and then it whacks your reputation in half. It's got to work something out in the coding and programming that, look, if the thing crashes and you get a failed mission before you've even entered the plane, it shouldn't penalize you. And they're heavy penalties. You can do a mission, you can crash 3 or 4 times trying to land the plane. It's kind enough to respawn you in the air and let you try again a couple of times to make your landing or whatever, recover from whatever you've just done. And you finish up the mission and you can still get a pretty decent score. And when it knocks your reputation, it's just a little bit. And that's acceptable. But on these ones where you're spawning in and it's immediately failing, it's like you've committed the worst crime ever and they just destroy your reputation. So they've got to get that worked out. They really, really do. A lot of these responding to air traffic control. Hey, good morning, Henny. When you're responding to air traffic control, if you respond and you right in the middle of responding, it'll tell you you failed to contact air traffic control in time, and those are a pain in the butt. All the other mistakes that I've made, I'll fess up to them. Those are my own. Good morning. I thought it was going to be crisp and clear, and look at this. The clouds are moving right on in, right as we need to head over and hop over those mountains and get to Salida. So so the title and the cover art from 15 minutes ago, the clouds were gone. Let me pause right here real quick. So this is Colorado weather for you. Okay, let me pull over. So let me pull up the cover art. This was taken less than an hour ago, maybe 30 minutes ago. Clear and crisp, I even put on the cover art for today. Just barely, you could barely make out some clouds in the background. There were no clouds anywhere. And now, less than 30 minutes later, look at the clouds. Just when I need to make a hop over the mountain. Man, I hope it brings some moisture with it today. I hope you're feeling better. All right, let's get going. Got to hurry up and try to finish up before noon. That community fly-in is in at noon here, so 2 hours. We have 2 hours. Then we've got to turn on Twitch and get the flight plan loaded for the fly-in. And go hang out with all the other crazy flight simulators people today. This thing's got landing gear. How snazzy. Yeah, you've been laying in bed all day. Yeah. How are you feeling? I mean, is it, you doing well? I mean, hopefully the pain is not too bad for getting your wisdom teeth and all that, or whatever you had. I thought it was your wisdom teeth. Yeah. Oh, that's gotta be horrible. I want to take my hands off the joystick so I can type in the chat room to you, but if I do, the plane's going to go all over the place. It says I'm pushing the engine a little hard. Turn that down a little bit. So yeah. Now the clouds are covering the top of the mountains, and that could be very dangerous around here. That propeller leaves a kind of a pretty pattern on the window. It could be worse. You had to eat like just oatmeal or yogurt or something. I love scrambled eggs. Well, I love eggs in general. I love food. That's there are very few food items I've run into in my life where I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like that. I'm not a fussy eater. I'm not a picky eater. I'm rather adventurous and I like to try a lot of new things. Man. All right, let me try to pull out some propeller a little bit. I keep reducing the throttle, but I'm not really getting anywhere. So let me try to pull that back a little bit. I want to keep the throttle up, but I don't want to keep redlining the RPMs. So again, started out as a very clear, crisp morning less than an hour ago. And a beautiful day for flying. I was actually hearing people in the skies above me this morning. A lot of people out there flying. And now, Murphy's Law, just when we want to fly, it is turned into this. After 3 days, scrambled eggs is getting boring. Yeah. Isn't it amazing how fast the weather can change? Just so crazy that all of a sudden, boom, just clouds everywhere, surrounded. Didn't even see them coming. They're like stealth clouds. Just no sign of them, and all of a sudden, ha-ha! Here we are. If I was a smart pilot, I'd have to tell the owner, nah, I'm going to have to wait for it to clear up before I try to do something like that and take your plane back. Oh, really? You're playing War Thunder and they've just dropped an F-18, he says, with the latest update. So if you're into War Thunder, then that's very cool. I have yet to get into it. At this rate, with the way the simulator's making me mad, I may be in War Thunder sooner than I think. I was going to do it after all that DC stuff we were doing, and just fell off. I really wanted it to be clear because, again, going over these mountains, it's very pretty. Always lovely. The Garden of the Gods is down there. We're getting ready to just obscure it into the clouds. Beautiful rock formations. Okay, so Henning's going to run off and eat some more scrambled eggs, and then if you're a War Thunder player, he's going to be over there doing War Thunder today. So if you're into that, I don't know if he has a Twitch channel or a Discord channel or anything like that, but that's what Henning's going to do. So you have a good time over there doing that today, and I will see you soon. There's the Garden of the Gods just on my tail. Those big rock formations down there, the red and orange rocks. We were flying around those recently. Now, normally I just try to put the thing into autopilot and let it do its thing, but my the scores, everybody's saying, well, no, it doesn't matter what route you fly once you get up into the air, but my scores have been just awful. So I'm gonna try to go through all of the gates. Normally, again, I don't pay any attention to the gates. I just fly it the way I want to fly it. And but again, the scores have been really crappy. So we'll see what we get. Trying to be, I'll just fly it by hand and we'll do the boxes. I can't put it into autopilot and do the heading, but then you're constantly just rotating the knob back and forth to keep the thing going forward straight. That's what I wanted to see, that mountain's down below. We're coming up on Pikes Peak, the tallest mountain right in front of us, 14,110 feet. And we're just going to be cutting around the top of it to the right. Cheyenne Mountain over here to our left. It's where the NORAD base is inside that mountain there, and also where the Stargate is at. If you're into that thing, into that show. feel like my angle of attack is really high. I don't want to stall. Losing speed. I will probably at some point have to get my wisdom teeth yanked too. They've always been a pain in the butt. I just have never wanted to deal with it. Look at how close they got us coming around Pikes Peak. That's crazy. If I was making the flight plan, I wouldn't even gone around Pikes Peak. I'd have cut further right or left. I need to get in the plane to see what I'm doing here. Whoa. Whoa, no, don't give me that. No, don't crack me up right when I'm... Oh my god. Let me pause the thing. Just when I'm nearing the mountain, I can't get into the cockpit camera. I gotta make sure that I'm not gonna crash into this thing. And right at the moment, I kinda am. Up there on the top of the mountain, the visitor center and observation posts. They have an international race. It's called the Pikes Peak Hill Climb. People from all over the world come to race up this mountain, and it is dangerous. It is so dang dangerous. There's plenty of videos of people doing the race on YouTube, and not for the weak-hearted. It's terrifying. I don't know how people do it. Just their reflexes, and they're such good drivers that, I'm sure it's incredibly challenging even to them. But again, just watching these videos, I don't even want to watch them sometimes. That's just too scary for me. They say I'm flying over, but again, this is a simulator. It's not real. I mean, those people have nerves of steel. Running into a little bit of turbulence. That'll learn me for not pulling up the weather forecast for this afternoon or this morning. Still sunny here, though. I'm from where we spawned. I'm probably like 15 minutes away from where we spawned, and the sun's still shining here. I know that the clouds are moving in, but we must be in a patch, an open patch. And like a ninja, the clouds just suddenly vanish again. Yeah, cloud ninjas around here. Oh, good. Clear sky again. Good, good, good. Get a good look at Colorado beyond the Front Range. Oh, shoot. That shouldn't be on. Desktop audio shouldn't be on. We don't want any echoes. I apologize if there has been any echo. At noon today, the Microsoft Community Fly-In again is happening, and all the information that if you want to do it today, it's open to anybody who wants to fly. They're a lot of fun. It's great seeing everybody and flying with your fellow simmers. And that's at noon Mountain Standard Time here. So an hour and a half. I wonder if Jane will be participating today. What a lovely gal. I love her voice. She's got a great voice. She's like the Martha Quinn of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Some things that you want to be aware of if you're going to do the Microsoft Community Fly-In thing. You're going to, one, of course, have multiplayer on, and you're going to want to go into your online options and make sure you can see all multiplayer aircraft around you. You can download the flight plan and load the flight plan into your system. You're going to need to be on the Southeast Asia server, and I don't know why they use that server for the fly-ins. It's got such a big, what do you call that? It's not lag, like a response. I don't remember the term anymore. It's been so long. Like the response time. It's got a very large response time. And you'll probably want to set your weather to just partial clouds. They said today, pick an aircraft that can at least do 110 knots. I would love to take the Archer Midnight, but I have not been able to figure out how to, even with unlimited fuel on, it doesn't. And I haven't figured out how to make it refuel or recharge the battery in flight, and cheat. But I would really love to use that aircraft. But even a Cessna 172 can do 110 knots. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Can't wait for everything to start greening up. It's starting to right now. It's slowly starting to turn green around here. The grass is waking up again. Trees are starting to wake up. In a lot of my earlier episodes, I've flown around Colorado and checked out some of the ghost towns, and when I had the camping kit in 2020, doing all the popular fishing spots and lakes around Colorado. So if you're into that kind of thing, I would check out my channel and scan through the videos. Type in Skydude, Colorado, lakes, or whatever. Usually I try to make sure everything's labeled properly for searching. A lovely little plane. Excuse me. It is a great state for hunting, camping, and fishing for sure.
Kilo Alpha, November, Kilo Traffic Kin Delta, Zulu Uniform, Tree, 9 or 5 miles northeast, 9700. Ford inbound to land runway 24.
quite the descent, and we're already just hauling butt. Put this out. See if we can get this thing to slow down. So yeah, this is Salida, Colorado. Another lovely area. Definitely a fun place to party as a college person. Come over and do my visit friends and family and good times. Hey there, Ed. How are you? They are doing a Microsoft community fly-in. They always do their fly-ins on Friday. They're doing one in Brazil for the new world update. They're flying Guyana, Suriname today. So after this, I'll be taking a break and then I'll be joining the community fly-in at noon. I hope you're having a great day, Ed. Let me get my propeller back in. At least they had the decency to cut the trees on approach.
500.
Kilo Alpha November, Kilo Traffic Hint Delta, Zulu Uniform Tree Niner is on final runway. 24 to land.
Yeah, it was a little hard. But we're down. The fly-in is for both 2020 and 2024, as I understand. All the information that you need is under upcoming events on the main forum, and I've copy and pasted most of the information for the fly-in. I've already set up my live stream for that, so it should be posted. But either way, you can always run over to the forums, and again, under community events for today's fly-in, it'll give you all the information you need. But again, I believe it is both for 2020 and 2024.
November, Kilo Traffic Hint Delta Zulu Uniform Tree Niner is taxiing to parking.
They said pick a plane today. They recommended everything. They're like anything that'll do 110 knots, and even the Cessna Skyhawk 172 will do.
I know repositioning flights are not always easy missions, but you did a solid job and I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate the thing not crashing on me today or any other crap things happening. So yeah, I'm always happy when nothing goes wrong. Really, they're not going to give me anything for landing smoothness? Really? Got a bad weather bonus. Really? We flew through all the gates. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. It wasn't the worst landing. And we flew through all the gates and we didn't push the engine and overspeed anything. So, all right, I'll take the score, but I feel like we got dinged a little harder than we should have. But whatever. So another 6,000 to our kitty. And we have a long way to claw back from the reputation hits we've been having because of simulator error. Of a 111. So we're up to 540,000 credits. And again, that's seems like a lot, but it's not. So I wouldn't be in any hurry to create any companies. I'm going to probably create a company in a couple of weeks. But I'm going to keep trying to just build up as much money as I can. If you've never done the community fly-in, they have all the information you need on the server that you need to do, which is Southeast Asia. You need to have your multiplayer set to on. In the settings, let's go back to the main menu, actually, and let's do it from there. We'll get ready now. So we need to make sure that we have, in your online tab, doesn't have to be live weather, but that your multiplayer is switched on, and that show multiplayer aircraft in close proximity is on. Don't believe you're going to need anything else here set at all. And everything else is up to choice. Aircraft type, blah, blah, blah. I don't think we're going to need live weather, but so let me turn that off. Let me save that. Then let me go over to the website and let me download the let me get that in the chat room. Let me go ahead and post a link to the fly-in information. So in the chat room, there's the link to the page for the fly-in information. And let me download the flight plan. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and MSFS 2024 pilots on PC can download the .pln file here. MSFS 24 pilots on both PC and Xbox can import the flight plan from the new Flight Planner tool at this link. Multiplayer settings, Southeast Asia, all players, live traffic as preferred, weather, few clouds, time of day, daytime. They have an official Microsoft Flight Simulator Discord. To communicate with others. Let me copy and paste that into the chat room. You go ahead and get that flight plan. Goes to the download. Okay. So Now from here, free flight. Go to the EFB. Go to here, go to load. PLN. Load from this PC. And it's 2025 0321 Guyana and Suriname plan. Okay, so there's the flight plan. And fly the flight plan with ATC, send route to avionics. All right. I doubt there's anybody there now. Maybe some people are hanging out and chatting. But that's where we're going to be in the world today down here. Here's our flight plan. So from SYEC Eugene to Zorg, SMZO. Oh, let me go to flight conditions. You need to make sure that this is set here, multiplayer for sure, to all players. Even if you turn that stuff on and online, if this isn't set, you won't see anybody. Air traffic, I don't need it. And I'm going to go with a preset of few clouds. Okay. So we'll see if anybody's already in there staging. And then I'm going to take a break. Yeah, so 1 hour until the flight starts. It's quite the river inlet right there. Last week's was the Amazon. That was a good fly-in.
Tower Kin Delta, Zulu Uniform Tree, Niner, ready for departure runway 25 IFR to Zorg and Hoop. Kin Delta, Zulu Uniform Tree.
All right. Well, like I said, nobody's here yet, and I'm gonna just pull off to the side here. Yeah, and I'm just going to sit right here for the next hour. I'm going to go take a break and probably grab a breakfast snack or something, get some fresh air. And then I'll hopefully see everybody back at the top of the hour. Yeah, I'm in 2024. But again, I don't think it matters at all. We can all see each other. So that's very nice. It doesn't matter. I don't believe it. I don't believe it matters at all. The wrong camera. I mean the right camera. That's the camera that we want. So again, if I'm not mistaken, this is the horrible place where Jim Jones brought everybody and then made them drink all the Kool-Aid. And they all suicided themselves. Crazy people, man. Okay, well, if I do see you, then I see you. If not, hey, they're going to do one every Friday. They have been doing them every Friday. So, yeah, I don't catch them all, but I really had nothing planned for today, so. All right. Well, I'm going to shut this live stream down, and we'll be back at the top of the next hour. So thanks for tuning in. See you soon, Ed. Or maybe.